blood and the graves of people in Benue State that are being massacred every day. As I talk to you, people are dying in Benue State, not because they committed any crime, but because Tinubu is their president that could not defend them. Benue State is an APC state governed by a reverend father. So spiritually, you say a reverend father is in charge. Politically, you say they are a member of Tinubu's party. And yet they are dying every day from terrorists, from killer headsmen, and no end in sight and no solution. And some people are praising this government. They are doing it on the graves and blood of the innocent Nigerians that are massacred everywhere and every day. You talk about Plateau, you talk about the Northwest, talk about the Southeast, kidnappers are discovered with graves, with people burying people alive. And Tinubu's purported security reports, they don't take such reports, security reports to him for prevention. It is the security report that will help him to take the resources of Rivers State in the name of declaring state of emergency. That's the security report they will see. The security reports to bring security to Nigerians, they will not give him. I want you to understand, security is the basic necessity that every government owes to its citizens. This government has failed in its area of security. People are scared to travel through the rivers, the sea, because flood will come and sweep them away. Look at what's happening in Niger State. 200 persons just died. And it is not a situation that is not foreseeable. These things happen every day. You know, when people talk about Tinubu's regime and they say, these problems were there before him, I actually realize that the media and the spokespersons are very unintelligent. Because when you make such statement, you are actually indicting him. Because what you're trying to say is that this government ought to have been aware or is aware of all the problems before coming in. That means they did not come with any solution. If it is a problem that is not there before, if it's a novel problem, you say, okay, they are facing a new challenge, give them time. But these are problems that have been there. Boko Haram has been there, insurgents have been there, Lakurawa has been there, the bandits, the kidnappers, they have been there. There is nothing new. A man that said to be the president is his life ambition did not make any preparation to bring solution to all the problems that he knew were there. And now we are hemorrhaging. We are going into more deprivation, into more degradation, into more hunger, into more hardship, into the worst of mankind. Do you know, the present report now is that Nigeria has more malnourished children than Sudan. Nigeria has overtaken Sudan, a war-torn country, as in malnourished children. If our children are malnourished, that means the failure of this government is moving even towards the next generation. They have destroyed their own generation. They are moving into destroy the next generation. This government has nothing to offer Nigerians except destruction, except wastages. We're talking about security. Do we talk about the economy? This government that removed fuel subsidy say the reason is because they will be saving $7.2 billion every year, and it will help them to provide infrastructure for the people. It will release money for them to cater for the welfare of the people. What have they catered for? This same government has borrowed Nigeria into bondage more than any other government before it. In December 2024, our debt profile reached 144 trillion naira. This government met only 77 trillion naira as general debt of Nigeria. They are now seeking to borrow $21.5 billion. Jesus.
I mean, yesterday,
where did these people come from?
From the presidency spoke about that. He explained, I don't know if you can hear me, when the representative from the presidency spoke about that, he said that it does not necessarily mean that they're going to spend all that millions at once, that is just some sort of maybe a borrowing plan. That's what that was part of the explanation he gave for that. But if you talk about the current administration, from all indications and what you've said, you do not seem pleased And you did say that the current administration does not have anything to offer Nigerians. Let's talk about your expectation for 2027. There's been talks about the coalition. Do you have faith in the potential of a coalition? And if yes, who do you think will be the champions of this coalition? All right, we're going to a very quick break. When we come back, we'll have Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, Dr. Kenneth Okonkwo, joining us this morning. Please stay with us. To the conversation as we analyze the state of the nation, and we're still joined by Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. Before we went on that break, you had highlighted all the things that you were displeased about regarding the current administration, mentioning that the current administration has nothing to offer Nigerians. If you strongly believe that the current administration has nothing to offer Nigerians, do you have hope in the coalition to maybe unseat the current administration? And if yes, who do you think will head this coalition?
Well, coalition is simply an alliance for combined action. The issue of leadership does not arise now. So, yes, the noise is echoing.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. We can hear you clearly. Please go ahead. And your audio is great on our end.
Hold on, a lot of. All right. The issue of who is leading the coalition, the issue of who is leading the coalition does not arise for now, because we are not trying to build a coalition for the next election. We're trying to build a coalition to build this nation to become a great nation on earth. So we are not interested in scrambling for leadership. We're looking at the next generation. Like I said, coalition is an alliance for combined action. So you have to agree on the alliance first. You have to agree on the basic necessities to return Nigeria to the path of greatness. Then the leadership will evolve. So I am not aware that there are people that you are saying they are leaders, but I am aware that it's a collective responsibility. People coming together who are tired of the malaise that is going on in Nigeria, a coalition of the willing who want to come together to build a better society. So it's not a scramble for leadership, it's not a scramble for power, it's not a scramble for resources, it is a scramble for the security and welfare of Nigerians. That's why we are not emphasizing leadership or who is the leader. We are emphasizing what are the manifesto, what are the terms of reference. Then whoever is interested in providing such things for Nigeria will sign up to the coalition, and then the leadership will evolve from there. Having said that, everybody is convinced now that in Nigeria things are not moving the way they should move. Also, in the opposition, you cannot go it alone in order to take out an incumbent incumbent. So you have to come together. In union there is strength. So when you come together, you will be able to oppose INEC that has become a rigging machine for the ruling party. When you come together, you will be able to build the trust from the people that you have unity, at least, that will help you to govern well. When you come together, you will be able to bring legitimacy to your request, and immediately your government comes into effect, you will be able to form the government from very powerful people of substance that have character, capacity, and that have the competence, because you would have many of them. So the coalition is building itself, is organic, is forming up, and then we have leaders that are of integrity, that are emerging from the coalition. And when we combine, then we will be able to deliver for Nigerians.
Do you think you've been fair in your assessment of this administration? Because looking at the health of the economy when President Tinubu took over, it was in dire straits, and majority of those who were contesting against him, the front runners, had also said that they were going to remove subsidy. Having said this, are there